The next question is, given 1 omega omega square are the cube roots of unity and a plus b plus c is not equal to 0. It is given that the determinant a upon omega plus omega square, b upon 1 plus omega square, c upon 1 plus omega. Second row is b upon 1 plus omega square, c upon 1 plus omega, a upon 1 plus omega square. And third row is c upon 1 plus omega, a upon 1 plus omega square, b upon 1 plus omega square. This is given to be equal to 0. Then we have to find the conditions. Given options, a is equal to b equal to c. Second option, a plus b omega plus c omega square is equal to 0. Third option, a plus b omega square plus c omega equal to 0. The last option is none of these. Since omega square and 1 are the cube roots of unity, we know that 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Therefore, 1 upon omega plus omega square will be 1 upon minus 1, which is equal to minus 1. And 1 by 1 plus omega square will become 1 upon minus omega, which will be minus omega square. Similarly, 1 upon 1 plus omega will be equal to 1 upon minus omega square, which will be equal to minus omega. Therefore, the given determinant reduces to, let's put it delta. Therefore, delta will be minus a, minus b omega square, minus c omega. Minus b omega square, minus c omega, minus a. Minus c omega, minus a, minus b omega square is equal to 0, which is a determinant whose value is equal to a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equal to 0. And the factors of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc equal to 0 are a plus b plus c, a plus b omega plus c omega square, a plus b omega square plus c omega equal to 0. Hence the options are either a plus b plus c is equal to 0, which is given to be non-zero. Therefore, the options are either a plus b omega plus c omega square is equal to 0, that is option B, or a plus b omega square plus c omega is equal to 0, which gives you option C. Also, if a and b and c are equal, even then delta will be equal to 0, because in that case 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Hence, all the first three options are correct. If z is equal to alpha plus iota beta is a root of a square upon z minus a plus b square upon z minus b plus so on h square upon z minus h equal to k, where ABC, h and ABC small h and k are all real numbers, then the options are alpha is equal to 0, beta equal to 0, both alpha and beta are equal to 0, none of these. Since the complex roots occur in conjugate pairs, therefore, if z is equal to alpha plus iota beta is a root, z bar will also be a root of the given equation. Therefore, substituting alpha plus iota beta and alpha minus iota beta in the given equation, we get a square upon alpha minus a plus iota beta, summation of this is equal to k is 1. Substituting z bar, we get summation of a square upon alpha minus a minus iota beta equal to k is another. Subtracting, we get summation of a square upon alpha minus a minus iota b minus a square upon alpha minus a plus iota beta equal to 0. Simplifying, we get iota beta times a square upon alpha minus a whole square plus beta square is equal to 0. Since summation of a square upon alpha minus a whole square plus beta square is all positive and cannot be 0. Therefore, the only possibility is that beta is equal to 0. Hence, there cannot be any complex root of this equation. Hence, the second option is correct.